A huge revolution is happening across the nation. State legislatures are passing voting rights acts that solidify and advance the critical rights laid out in the Voting Rights Act of 1965. But what's behind this trend? States across the country are stepping up to ensure voters are protected from vote dilution and voter intimidation. As voter suppression legislation expands, so does popularity for state VRAs in states like Virginia, Minnesota, and Washington, who have enacted state voting rights acts. Efforts are currently underway in states like Florida and Michigan as well. State VRAs prohibit voter denial and dilution, protect against voter intimidation, expand language access, and create statewide databases that foster transparent election administration practices. Many of these protections are already written within the Voting Rights Act of 1965. So why are so many states now finding it necessary to replicate these protections on the state level? The Voting Rights Act of 1965 is considered to be the most significant piece of civil rights legislation by the Department of Justice. The act drastically expanded accessibility of the ballot box, significantly increasing voter registration and turnout, particularly for Black people. Section 2 and 5 of the Voting Rights Act were considered some of the most groundbreaking. Section 5 introduced the idea of preclearance, meaning states with a history of passing discriminatory voting laws were required to have any new voting laws be cleared of discriminatory impact before being passed. But fast forward to 2013, and suddenly the Supreme Court rolled back preclearance. Immediately, discriminatory voting laws were passed and have been ever since. District maps are being drawn that weaken Black and Brown voting power. Polling locations are being made inaccessible, and voters are facing outright intimidation. More recently, Section 2 has also been weakened, effectively dismantling the major sections of the Voting Rights Act. With efforts to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Amendment Act in Congress delayed, states are now signing state-level voting rights acts into law that solidify these rights to create a more inclusive democracy for all Americans. Learn more about the movement to pass state voting rights acts by visiting NAACPLDF.org.